Good morning, everybody. Here, it's Carmine, getting ready to do a garage workout. That's right, a garage workout. That means we're not going to use any weights, maybe bands, maybe not. Everything you'll find in your garage. I'm taking all excuses away from everybody. All right, I don't care if you don't have weights. I don't care if you don't have barbells, bands, and all this other stuff. You could work out no matter what. You look in your garage, you see what you have around, and we turn everything into a workout tool. All right? I'll use my gardening tools. I'll use cans of paints. All right? Everything I have left over, rocks I found outside. Right now I'm getting a little power meal in here. I have some chopped meat, some lean chopped meat from the night before. I got some arugula, and I mixed it together. Had a half a banana before, and that's my breakfast. Okay, just in case you're wondering, what us trainers eat in the morning. All right, this is what I do. So I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to start the workout here in the garage, and I'll look around, and I'll say, hey, we could use that, and we'll turn it into a workout. Okay, deal? Get yourselves ready. I'll be back in a minute. See you soon. All right, everybody, here we are again. I just finished my breakfast, and now I want to get a little workout going today. All right, so follow along. I'll try not to do as much talking and more doing, but it's kind of hard for me. I'm Italian, and we like to talk a lot and use our hands, as you could see. So anyway, here we go. Let's just get a little warm up. We're going to work the abdominals first, and it's not just working the abdominals. We're working a lot of things. I got my arms moving. I got my legs moving. All right, I'm focusing on the muscles that I'm working. I'm trying not to just do a leg lift. I'm thinking about the muscles that I'm working. So every time I raise those legs, I'm squeezing on the sides here, making sure I get a nice abdominal contraction going, all right? And at the same time, moving that body, so I'm really burning up some calories as well, all right? Follow along. And I'm just gonna change up that movement. Every time I get tired of one particular movement, I'll just switch to another. Sometimes I don't know what my next movement is. Other times I do. It just comes to me and I switch it out. Here's the key. As long as you're moving your body when it comes to that warm-up in a good way, safe way, correct form, you're okay. Get those legs up a little higher. A little oblique twist. You guys all do these in class. Not everybody, but a lot of you. So you kind of know these movements already. Hips go one way, elbows go the other. Get a nice little twist in there. Just warming up hip flexors. Call this the cowboy. In and out, in and out. Trying to make sure everything is warmed up properly before we do some of our body sculpting, weight training movements. Opposite way, out and in. Start from the outside, come on in. Woo! I had enough of sitting down, doing nothing. Gotta get those workouts in now. I haven't really been doing nothing. I've been doing a lot of yard work. And about 4 days in a row, I've been playing some soccer, tennis in the yard with the kids. Things we haven't done in a long time. Body feels it too, but I'm really happy about it. That's nice. Look, butt kicks. All right? What are you doing when you do the butt kicks? You're doing your hamstrings and a little quad stretch too. All right? Whew, terrific. Gonna do some little squat jumps, okay? Soft landing. Make sure the landing's not too hard. Careful of those knees. Don't really make them go over the toe line. So we're just gonna go. Land softly. Stick that landing. I use my arms, so a little power getting up. Good. I'll do a little slow lunge stretch out. Again, I'm watching my knees, making sure that I don't just take my body weight and make it go forward. All right, the back heel comes off the floor, but the front heel really does not. So you can keep in line. If you feel when you're taking that step forward, right, if you're making too much of your weight go forward, like the momentum like this here, you're gonna find that knee way over the toe line may not be the best thing. All right, you land and then you go down. Good, terrific. All right, ready? Small steps, small steps. In soccer drills, we call this quick feet. Arm movements. Like a train. There you go. Woo! One more time. On the outside. Bringing my knees to the outside now. Squeeze, squeeze here. Okay. Woo. If you have a little water, take it. I'm going to grab mine now. It's a good time for it. Here in my garage. This is the no excuses garage workout. No excuses workout. It means I don't care if you don't have any equipment. You see, I don't care if you don't have a bar, a dumbbell, whatever it may be. Do you have a set of stairs in your house? A step? Some old paint cans? Some garage tools? Some bricks? What do you have? Don't give me any excuses. You can work out no matter what. Believe me, I'll come over your house and I'll find something for you to work out with. But right now, we're in my garage. Ooh, I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape, I guess, right? And I'm going to look around the garage here. And I'm going to say, what am I going to use to work my body? So first, I want to do some lower body. All right? Because I'm getting a little soft. And, you know, somebody's been reminding me about that. So I want to get that lower body nice and firm, nice and tight. And what I'm going to do is I looked around, and what do you know? I found, right, a couple of paint cans. When you look at certain things, you can say, hey, this is like, they're like dumbbells, aren't they? What's so different? Back in the day when they didn't make dumbbells, they used rocks, right? Things like that. So let's use anything we have. Paint cans. I have some stucco cans, buckets over here. We'll use them in a little while. So let's start doing some squats with these guys. First we'll do a 2-arm version, then we'll do the 1, all right? So I'm here, good feeding, and I'm down, and I'm up. Try not to make them sway, you know, back and forth. Try to keep them as steady as you can. Keeping the form that you have learned from all the trainers at the Chatham Club. Keeping that same good form. All right? And focus on the muscle. I try to tell everybody, don't just do the movement. Don't just copy from somebody. Oh, I see that person doing. Seek some advice. Do the best you can to focus, visualize. So you say, what muscles am I working? You should never be working a body part or doing a movement and you don't know what body part you're working. You should always know what body part you are working before you do the movement, or body parts. Why? So you could visualize those muscles working and you can talk to them. That's right, talk to them. It's called mind-body connection, mind-muscle connection. If you know where you're working, you could visualize it and say, come on, glutes. Let's go. Come on, quads. Come on, hams. Let's go, baby. I want you guys to get strong, tight, firm, shapely, And that's what you do. You picture them working. All right? Look at one of those muscle charts that we have on the wall of the club. Find that muscle. And then as you're doing it, you picture that working. All right? And then towards the end, what do we got? Those little pulses, or minis, I like to call them. Small, focused, concentrated movements. Oh, baby, now I'm feeling them. Just like that. Woo! You can really squeeze those muscles. They're not getting much rest because my stretch part is a lot less. And I'm just keeping that working. Feels fantastic. Woo! Putting those paint cans down. All right. I'm going with one of these guys. A stucco bucket. I think it's stucco. It's a little heavier than the paint can. I'm going to do a single, just like you're holding a kettlebell or a single dumbbell down the middle. I'm going to do a front squat where I hold this in front of me. My legs are closer together and I'm squeezing my glutes. I'm using this bucket as my counterbalance. If I didn't have it in my hand and I tried to stay this straight, I would probably fall. Watch. Most likely, right? So I just bring it out enough to keep me balanced. I don't raise it up unless my intention was to work my front shoulders, then I would. But that's not what I'm doing right now. I want to focus on here, okay? Small, and then at the end, little pulses. Just like that. Wow, what a difference that makes. Woo! Small movements, and relax that body. Woo! Yeah. How we doing? Feeling good? How you doing? Okay. I want to do one of our favorites now. Just for the sake of diversity. Look, one of my landscaping bricks I found outside. I'm doing all different items because I don't want you to say, oh, I didn't have a paint can. I didn't have a stucco bucket. You could use anything. I'll use a rake later. All right, I'm going to use this here, center it down, and I'm going to do one of our favorites that we do at the club, a one-legged. Who likes to call it a one-legged deadlift? Whatever it may be. On the side, right? Just like this here. You could either keep the other leg up, or you could use your toe as like a balance beam, but don't put a lot of pressure on it. I want you to work that one leg really well. So it's just like this here. And there's a lot of balance that's going on, as you could tell. Good. Just like that. That's right. Woo. It's a lot of focus. Feeling that muscle. I feel that glute. All the way up. Even that hammy. Woo. Working nicely. Switch to the other leg. Switch to the other leg. All right, let me do a little front view just so we see. I'll step back a little bit so you can see a little more. There we go. Just like that. Nice and focused. Is that a little better? I'm further away. Woo. Regain that balance. Small move. And nice. I like to get like a good 2 sets out of that. All right, make that muscle feel really good. Second set, ready? You don't need to rest much. That side was resting while that was working, so this side is ready. Let's go. Stop giving me excuses. Let's go. Oh. Here we go. Small, slow. Pay attention. Don't go fast. You go too fast, the muscle's not working long enough. Give it time to work. Let it feel it. Woo! Other side, ready, balance, go. If you're just joining us, this is the no excuses garage workout. Just something a little bit different. Using anything you got. And relax that body. Whew. That was nice. I even had a big bag of not Carolina rice, the Goya rice. My wife is Puerto Rican. We always have Goya rice in the house, right? So we just bought it the other day. So I had that. She saw me taking it into the garage. I was going to use it. She said, no, don't use that. So I had to put it back. So I won't be using the rice, but it's the same thing. You have an idea. Anything. Cans of soup. They'd be good for like tricep kickbacks or shoulder movements because you need light weight. So a can of soup, something like that would be very good for movements like this here, even to the front, or your tricep kickbacks. We'll get to them later on. All right. So you're looking at, hey, what else do I have? Look at this. What do I use this for? It's a door stopper. It's a sandbag. All right. I can use this for so many things. I'm just staying with the lower body, showing you that we could use anything you have. All right? Anything you have. I got my squats in the middle. I'm going to do a set of 3 position squat, okay? So that simply means we're going to start out wide. We're going to go medium stance, and then we're going to go for close stance. We're going to get about 30 repetitions, 10 in each movement. All right? So I could hold this up here if I'd like, right? I can hold it down. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to take a wide stance, almost like a ballerina squat, a plie squat. You've heard all these terms, okay? And I'm simply going to go 10 reps, nice and slow. Do not go fast on this down or up. Those inner thighs, those muscles in there, all right? Those adductors, they like to be treated nicely, not with quick, fast movements. Okay, and here's the secret for me on this movement. As you're coming up, squeeze. Make believe your inner thighs, even though they're about 2 feet apart, make believe as you're coming up that they can touch each other. So you're kind of like squeezing them in. And don't lock out up top. Don't do this here and lock out, okay? And ready, let's finish off with some small ones. When I say go, just kind of shimmy your feet to a medium stance squat position and keep going. No wasted time. Ready? Go. Shimmy and go. Now I'm in that medium position, right? Whew. Oh. Glutes are starting to feel it now, right? Glutes are starting to feel it. Whew. Give me some small ones. When I say go, small, close stance. Ready? Go. Close stance. I'm going to bring this down in front to balance me. And here we go, side view, small, controlled movements. Focus right here, focus people. Let's go. Woo! And relax. Woo! Nice set of squats. You can do 2-3 sets of those guys. Okay? A little water. Who's there? My son peeking out the door. He'll be helping me tomorrow with a soccer workout outside. We'll be setting up some cones. We'll be doing some good cardio movement, abdominals. So we'll get to that. That'll be for the next video. Second part of the workout coming up right now. I have a broom handle, okay? You can grab it whatever you want if you have it. But we're just going to start off by doing these here. All right, again, a little trunk twist just to make sure the body's nice and loose. You know, a good way to work out too, just another option, is between like muscle groups, you throw yourself in another couple of minutes of movement, of cardio. It kind of gives the muscles a rest in one way, but you're not really resting. You're still working that body, you're still burning some calories. All right? Throw that baby to the side again, so I'm just loosening up once again, getting the body heated up. All right, hey, you can never get enough of workout from here, right? For these muscles. Here we go. Bring those knees up nice and high. Come back, behind. Butt kicks once again. Ooh, yeah. Some in and out. I'm going to do some hamstring stretches just like this here. Up, up, tap, 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 up, tap, 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 tap. All right, relax. Okay, I found a little step in the house, right? See how the height is, yep. And a little step, and I'm going to use it as my step up. I'm going to get, again, 2 items in my hand, right here. And I'm simply going to do like, I'm taking that second step, just like we do with any kind of bench or the aerobic step. And we're just going to go up and down. Ready? Up and down. Up and down. Ooh. Now make sure if you're doing these here, make sure you have items in your hand that are kind of equal weight. Because if not, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. So just make sure that you're evenly distributed both sides. Opposite leg, ready. Squeeze. Squeeze, good. Right after this movement, going to go to some upper body. Okay, we've been doing lower so far. Going to do some upper body. And relax that body. Good. All right, let's see. If I set this up here, you guys can see me, right? Yes, you can. All I have is a little elevated platform, and I'm going to warm up the triceps, okay? Just like this here. And I'm doing small. I don't like to go too far down on my dips. You know, the shoulders may not appreciate that. So whenever I'm doing this here, I just take a very small, like 2 to 3 inch downward movement and then right back up again, focusing on my triceps. I like to keep it safe, but yet effective. And I really pay attention to that squeeze up at the top. Woo. And relax a second, do a couple of sets. They're starting to feel it already, getting that blood pumped in there. If you want it to be a little bit more difficult, bring your legs out further, okay? If you want it to be a little easier, maybe you don't feel so much weight that you're pushing up, bring the legs a little closer and they can help you push up. It's a little safer of a position, so if you need to stop, you have your step right there. Either way, okay? Ready? Up. Just little pulses I'm doing, little squeezes, keep going. Let me turn it to the side and give you a little side view of what I'm doing as well. All right, just like this here. Up. Small movement. Woo! Very good. All right, so we got those. Now, remember I talked to you before about those cans of soup? Well, this is a tomato puree. Tutto rosso. I always have them in the house. You never know when you want to make a nice gravy, right? So this is a staple in my house. And but as you're going to see, you could use them for a lot more than making gravy. And that's right, it's gravy, not sauce. I grew up downtown Jersey City, and that's what we always said. It was always gravy. And we knew the difference. So what? It wasn't brown. It's red Sunday gravy. Ready? We are doing some kickbacks. I chose little cans because they're very light, and this is a difficult movement. All right, so you don't want to use too heavy of a weight and use bad form. If you notice, my elbow to shoulder is kind of staying parallel to the floor. You really don't want this to happen. I mean, you know, you could have some movement. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to keep it nice and strict here. If you want a little extra movement, yes, you can do so. Just make sure when you're pushing back, it's a nice squeeze, a nice feeling back there. I like to move the body a little bit, give me a little flexibility. All right, as long as you're paying attention to that squeeze back there, they're really feeling it. And then look, small squeeze, squeeze, small squeezes. Woo! And tight, and relax that body. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to take that sandbag again because it has a handle on it. I can use anything, but watch. Just like you were using the cable at the gym. All right? See? All I'm doing is a overhead tricep extension. All right? I'm making my right arm be the dominant arm right now. That's really doing most of the pushing. All right? My left hand is underneath my right hand, and it's kind of spotting me. As I get tired, it's helping a bit more. Then what I do is what? I switch. I'm a little tired with that arm. I switch hands. I make my left arm be dominant. And now I'll use my right hand to spot. All right? I'm working that whole muscle right there. That tricep muscle. Whoo! Squeeze it nicely. Beautiful. And now watch what I do. I'm going to reposition the hands. Now I'm going to use both of them. I'll share it. And now both of them will be equally used for a double arm overhead extension. Okay? Side view. Rear view. See that? And back to the front. Here we go. Whew. Wow, triceps are really feeling it. Squeeze and boom. Woo. Feeling good. Woo. Very nice. So there's a couple of easy movements right there you could do for the triceps. All right, what about the front of the arm, the biceps? Very simple, okay? Grab whatever you got. Like I said, whether it's these guys or the other ones, look, there's your double, just like dumbbells. Nothing different, all right? I have a habit of when I'm at the gym, I look around. A lot of the trainers make fun of me, but I look at a movement, a machine. They're probably laughing right now because they know what I mean. And I say, how can I use that for other muscles? So, sometimes you got to look at an item and say, what do I do with dumbbells or cables for that muscle? Can I do the same thing with that item, whether it's a band or a bucket? And now I'm doing my alternate curls. All right? Notice the form. There you go. And now towards the end, watch what I do. Small ones, just like this here. Form is not going astray. Keep that form good. Focus on the muscle. Woo! Hold, squeeze. Smile at the pain. Smile at it. Love it. And put them down. Woo! In fact, I'm not even going to put them down. You know why? I'm just going to do something else with them. All right? I'm doing a small little upright row or shoulder shrug. I'm going to shoulder shrug. And I'm working those trapezius muscles just small. I don't want to go high, too high or too fast. This is jerky. I don't want that. I'm just doing a slight, raising those shoulders with a slight pullback motion to them. All right? Again, not making these cans or buckets sway. Just like that. Okay. So, notice the move. I'm going right into this. This is more of a forearm move. It's like a reverse curl. If I had that bar or that dumbbell in my hand and I'm holding it the opposite way, palms down, and now I'm lifting up. So I'm getting that top of that forearm. All right? I could do them alternate, or I could do them together. And relax that. Good. Put them down. Beautiful. Now, I can do the same thing this way. These are a little light for this motion, but you get the idea. This is your hammer curl. All right, so I'm doing it this way, not the bicep curl. Still hits the bicep area, but I'm getting a little more focus, brachioradialis right here. All right, we want to be complete. I can get a complete workout with everything I have here in the house, even if I don't have the weight equipment, okay? Don't get me wrong, I love my weights, but if you have to improvise, if I was stuck on Gilligan's Island, for 10 years, 20 years like they were, all right, I don't want to get myself, all thin and emaciated. I want to work out. I want to use whatever I have, logs, anything, all right? I could do double arm. Where's my son going? He's sneaking behind me. He's got to get something, I guess. He's getting the soccer ball. I'll be playing some soccer later in the yard. I said I've been having a good time playing with my kids in the yard. That yard has seen more action in this past week than it has in the past 5 years. All right, so you have some good arm movements, bicep, tricep. All right, shoulders. What about some shoulders? Absolutely. Ready? We're going to do some front raises, some side raises. Here we go. Up, All right, we're going to go from fronts to laterals, which is side raises, and then we'll even do some rear delts, all right, with these here, the way we used to do back in the day, old-fashioned ones where I'm bent over. All right, here's my fronts, ready, side, hup, side view, hup, good. Nice, good form, good. And rears, ready, hup. Careful, don't be throwing these up wildly, all right? What you want to do on this move, make believe you're on that pec deck rear delt machine, number 4 at the gym. And when you do it the reverse way, facing the opposite way, okay, lightweight, picture yourself doing that. And the position that you would be in if you had your hands on those handles. You'd be just like that. And when you're opening, you'd be just like that. So the same movement down here. Try not to spoil that movement, okay? And now we're up here, and we have shoulder press. You can either take a two-legged straight stance, or I like one leg forward, all right? Kind of taking a little bit pressure off that lower back, and try not to arch so much in the back, okay? Take that arch out. I don't want you to hurt that. And small movements overhead. Notice when I come up and down, I don't have to come down so deeply. Ear level only, and then back up. I don't need to come all the way down here. All right, I'm just trying to save the shoulder a bit. So, and relax that body. Good. Excellent. All right. Woo! Let's get something for the back. What are we going to do for the back? All right, we're going to do a one-arm row or a two-arm. I'll do a one-arm row right now. Here's my weight. All right, I'm going to put my foot on this bench, and I'm simply going to do a movement like this here. I could use my brick. All right, that's the movement downward. I'm working these lats right here, and here's that finished position on the up. Okay, just like that. Tell your body you're working that muscle. If you don't focus, you don't pay attention, you'll wind up using too much of the bicep. You'll wind up coming up incorrectly. All right, so focus on that back. Make believe I was taught a long time ago by my original bodybuilding mentor. When you're doing this movement, imagine you are sawing wood. All right, you're sawing wood. I didn't saw too much wood in my days. I grew up in Jersey City. We didn't have to saw much wood. But I saw it in the movies. And if you can picture that, all right, you wouldn't bring the arm into you, because then you would cut yourself with the blade. So when you do this movement, you should not be bringing your arm inside where it's hitting your body. Keep it slightly away. That makes sense, right? There you go. Opposite side. I'm just going to turn that around a little bit. Make sure you're getting one side then the other. Here we go. One arm row. After this, I'm going to do the two-arm version, okay? And we'll do it together. Ready? All right. Put that aside. Let's do the two-arm version, all right? So, you have these two items. You're bent over position. At the same time, here we go. Front view. And beautiful. Relax that body. All right. I want to do a movement that's not only going to get some of those erector spinae, those muscles down there. So picture yourself at the gym doing that hyperextension machine, the apparatus, or I think it's machine number 7, the low back where you're pushing backwards, right? Think of that movement. Lower body kind of stays stable. Upper body is the one that is pivoting like this here, all right? So that's what we're going to do here. Down. Back in the day, we called this a good morning exercise, okay? Same thing as that back extension machine, basically. I'm focusing here right now, these muscles, the erector spinae. I'm keeping my arms firm. Legs are not really squatting. There's a light bend in them. They're allowed a little bit of movement, but not a squat. That's the whole different movement. Right here, here, up. Wow, you really feel it there wonderfully. Whew. And, oh, that's beautiful. Whew. Now, I'm going to do another movement that looks exactly like that. In fact, the positioning is basically the same. But my focus, which I talk a lot about, is a lot different. I'm going to do this and focus on my glutes, okay? It's the similar movement, only on my way up. Instead of me focusing on these and trying to squeeze them, my brain, my mind is not there. It's only on here. You could make that happen, and you could switch the muscles that you're working, or the focus on those muscles, I should say. Everything's all working together synergistically, okay? But we could change our focus to what we want to accomplish, and that's what you're going to do right now. So I'm doing that same movement, but instead of focusing here, I'm squeezing that gluteal fold area. It's where the high hamstring meets the lower glute. That's the part you really want to squeeze. And what I'm doing here, again, is I'm taking a little bit of that arch out of here. I'm not focusing on contracting those. My mind is all here. All right? I actually could feel my body kind of shaking like this here in that area because my focus, my visualization is all right there. That mind, again, what is it? What kind of connection is it? Come on, I'm testing you people. What is it? That's right. That you got it. Mind, body, or mind, muscle connection. Woo! And squeeze them up beautifully. Wow, they feel fantastic. Woo! If you want to stretch the hamstrings out, right? Again, it looks pretty similar, only with less focus. No focus here, no focus here. Now you're just getting that hamstring stretch. You're not really squeezing those other parts of the body. You're really just focusing on that stretch. And, nicely done. Feels good. And good, terrific. Okay, come on over here. Let's get this bench out again. Do a little abdominals together. Can you see me? Yep, you can. So, you can do this on the floor, by the way. I just have it here. I'm going to use it. And I'm going to balance myself. And I'm going to do my V-ups, okay? So, I like doing it on an elevated platform because I come below grade. Good for those lower abdominals. Why do we call it a V-up? Well, very simple. Because when you come up, look at the V. 1, 2. Here, here. That's how the position we should be in. Down, down, down. And relax that body. Stretch it forward. Don't do too many repetitions of these all at once. Don't feel you have to get 20. Your lower back will start to hurt. Yeah, 8 to 10 rest, 8 to 10 stretch, 8 to 10 stretch. I'm going to do the same thing, only when I come up, I'm going to come up in a little off center or V position. So I'm going to frontwards so you could see what I mean. A little angle off. See, watch. Up, up, instead of just straight. And stretch that. Woo! Okay, I'm doing the same thing, only not a straight leg. I'm doing it knee in, like a knee tuck position. Ready? And let me stop for a second. When you're doing these, I want to make sure you're not doing something. And that this is the something. Try not to curl in your heels towards your glutes too much on this movement. I know it may be a little difficult, sometimes you can't help it, but here's what I mean. Don't do this. Alright, because you see what happens is you bring these in, but you're not really bringing these in. I want you to work and focus here more, because every time you do this here, yeah, really kind of like doing a leg curl. So we're going to try to keep that open angle here. All right, just about 90 degrees there. And stretch. Woo. Make sure you're giving that lower back some good stretching so you feel real good here. Okay, and you could do the same thing with that when you're doing those knee-ins. You could also give that little the same thing I see you guys do when you're on that captain's chair or the vertical knee raise that we have in the club, and you're coming up doing your leg lifts with a little twist. That's very similar on that movement, okay? So we did a little back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, complete lower body, some midsection. We didn't do any chest, all right? So chest, yes, can I, up against any stable object, I could do my push-ups or I could do them off the floor. I know I'm getting chest, shoulders, triceps, and all that nice compound movement. So if you have dumbbells, yes. My only thing is if you have items like this here, buckets, cans, and you're doing a press, you do have to be careful if you're holding something. If you don't have a handle, you don't want it to roll off and, you know, and fall down on your body. So just be very careful of that, okay? Otherwise, if you have, you know, two cans, it would be similar to holding two kettlebells in your hand, doing your push-ups, doing your chest presses. So let's just see if I can get some push-ups. Yes, I can. I know you see me. We're just going to work that. My bench is not too wide, so I'm getting some very good triceps also, because a little closer. Try not to make this happen, by the way. See the midsection? Don't make it sink. Keep it firm. Stretch that lower back a little bit. Head down for another set. Would you think this was easy? I know I make a lot of noise, but that's how I get another couple of reps out. To each his own, right? All right. So we got that going on. Same item. What could I do here? That's right. I got my mountain climbers. Excellent plank position. Plank position. Oh, almost fell there. So I'm trying to look at the camera, work out at the same time. Nice plank position. Keep them firm and tight. Woo! And stretch that lower back. Stretch that lower back. Woo! Wow, that was good. So we'll do a little stretch right now, and we'll close it for the day. Slow. Hamstring, lower back. Alternate. Side view. Woo. Another set of these guys. Yeah. Finish off, ready? Finish off. Here we go. Ready? Arms up. Hoo, hoo, ha, ha, hoo, hoo. Calm it down. Nice and slow. And walk it around, walk it around. Woo. It's a good workout, guys. Good workout. Hope you enjoyed. All right, that's the no excuses garage workout. Until next time, keep on pumping. Watch those videos. We'll see you soon. Bye.